Hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. I'm Sajivani Rasankika, a student at Cardiff Metropolitan University. So I'm doing a small study to learn about energy drinks, why people use them, what they like or dislike, and especially what do you think about our local energy drink. So before we start, let's quickly introduce ourselves. Just say your name, where you work, and where you're from, and your age. First, I would like to start from Tilina.
Hi, my name is Dilin Vitanage. I'm working for a company called Seven Asset Management. I'm 40 years old, and yeah, that's who I am.
Sharan?
Yeah, so my name is Sean Shamilan. So I'm working at Quality in Camp Hangers as an account manager.
Okay. Asiri?
I'm Asi Rasanaik, working for Seven Sail Shipping and Maritime, and I'm 41 years old.
Senita?
My name is Sanita Gunawardhan. I work for Ceylon Asset Management and a part-time lecturer. I'm 32 years old.
Finally, Deepika.
I am Dini. I am supporting student. So client relation associate. I'm 52 years old.
Okay. Thanks for sharing. The reason I'm doing this group chat is to understand what consumer really feel about energy drinks, what you need, what you think is missing, and how Ride can improve. So I'll ask a few questions, but feel free to speak openly, like a normal chat. You can share your ideas, agree, disagree, no problem. So let's get started. How often do you drink real energy drinks, and when do you usually have them? Example, before work, gym, study, or social events. So first, Tilina.
Okay, so to be honest, I'm not a big fan of what do you call this energy drinks, but when I go out, like when I do social outing, at that time I'll have some maybe Red Bull or maybe Ride. But most of the time I don't drink energy drinks. But yeah, regularly, like not regularly in social events. I
Okay, Sharon, you next.
Yeah, so I used to prefer Red Bull, so because it has like energy drink, and of course, I prefer in like sports events. So it may like once a week, like in the event like sports entertainment stuff.
Asiri.
I'm not a big fan of energy drinks too, but occasionally, maybe after a concert when you're really drained out, like to get energized again, maybe once or twice. Yeah, likewise.
Senita.
Yeah. So to be honest, I do drink a lot of energy drinks, like 2-3 times a week. So after work, since I'm into lecturing and all that, I need a little bit of caffeine into my body. So I do late night preparation. So yeah, I do have like Ride or Monster or Red Bull. I'm a big fan of Ride. It's reasonable in terms of the price. So yeah, about 2-3 times a week.
Deepika, you.
Yeah, I'm not a user too. Sometimes after go to gym, if I feel I need a strength or I need energy, I using energy drink. That's all.
Yeah. So, what is your favorite energy drink brand? Which brand do you usually buy?
in my preference, I like actually I like both. Like in terms of flavor wise, I like Ride, but I also like the Red Bull as well. Yeah.
Sharon?
Yeah, so I always stick to one brand, which is Red Bull. That's often I drink.
So, what is why you like that brand?
Because yeah, so specifically it's like gives like some more a kick. So rather than being compared with like locally, which is manufactured by beverage drink. So apart from that, it has a bit of like freaky taste. So compared with like local brands, of course.
Zenita?
In terms of the brand, I prefer a Ride. One thing why I prefer Ride is because of the price. It's affordable compared to Red Bull. I like Red Bull, but I avoid Red Bull because of the price, because it's a bit costly. At the same time, I like Monster, the black color can, but that's also more expensive than Ride. So in terms of Ride, it has a very similar taste to Red Bull, and also it serves the purpose. So it keeps you awake and gives you that boost, energy boost.
Okay, Deepika.
I have
Hello, Deepika.
yes, I have
Okay.
hear me.
Yes. But breaking, can hear you. Have you ever tried a Ride energy drink or our local energy drink brand? What's your honest opinion about Ride? Like taste, price, packaging, or availability, the flavors. I think you already know there is four flavors. First, I would like to start from Tilina.
Yeah, so in terms of ride, I have seen pretty much all the food city and pretty much all the supermarkets available. In terms of flavor wise, yeah, it's pretty much similar to the Red Bull. But in terms of price wise, it's half the price, I think. So because of that, I think it has a lot of potential in the local market, and I think yeah. So Red Bull can do, I mean, compared to Red Bull, I think Ride under the East, I think they can do good job in the marketing perspective. Yeah.
Sharon?
Yeah, so I too agree with the statement with given by Terina. So it's really good taste because it comes from like some different flavors. So when compared with like international brand like Red Bull. So apart from the taste and the flavors, so it is a well availability. That's main important when come across the beverage drink. So those two factors really kicks for those brand called right.
Okay, Senita?
Yeah, so I do agree there are various types of flavors, but I personally prefer the original flavor that Ride has.
Classic.
All the classic flavor, and also wherever you go, any store it's available. It's very convenient to the purchaser, and also it's affordable. So in any event that you want some sort of energy drink, one of my first preference is always Ride.
Okay, Asiri?
Flavor is not much of a decisive factor for me when it comes to energy drink. I just get hold of whatever I could, like mainly, most preferably Red Bull. But in terms of ride, whatever I can get my grabs on, I'll just guzzle it out. That's frankly what I do. Not much of a fan of, like, I mean, not much preference for the taste as such.
Deepika?
I couldn't.
Hello?
Hello. I couldn't try
Just
it.
Deepika. You didn't try that flavors, no? Okay. Compared to other energy drinks brands, how does Ride perform? Like how different from the brands like from Red Bull, like price and other aspect?
To be
Yeah, it's
honest,
different.
I'm not a regular user of energy drinks, so to be honest, I couldn't compare the performance kind of thing. But like you feel much better, like when you after having a one can. But in terms of performance wise, I think both Ride as well as Red Bull, I think both okay for me. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know for others, but for me, it's pretty much both is same. Yeah.
Okay, Sharon.
Yes, so like when compare those two brands, especially like when you take Red Bull and Ride. So specifically this term as beverage, but in from the price factor, because Ride is top of it. because specifically in terms of the local brands like Fizz, like Spina, and like Rice, so especially like Sri Lankan market, right? So Ride is top of the consumer's mind, so they're eligible to like consume it, right?
Yes, anything?
Yeah. So in terms of Ride, I mean, this is something that I have seen in our even in our institution, universities also. A lot of students also use Ride. I think one key reason is the affordability, as opposed to Red Bull, which is very expensive. And although I personally like Red Bull, it's a well-known brand, but yeah, although you like it, you don't feel like purchasing it because of the cost factor. But Ride, on the other hand, is affordable and you get a similar taste. And also, it gives you the same energy boost as well. But in terms of if I compare it something like Monster, I like Monster taste, and its quantity is also quite high. But in terms of the price, I'm not a big fan of it because it's very expensive compared to Ride. So I stick to Ride.
Okay, Asil.
I've tried Ride once or twice. Like in terms of taste, like I don't find much of a difference between Red Bull and Ride. But well, thinking of Sri Lankan market being very price sensitive, in the long run, with the price difference, yeah, I feel that Ride could give it a good challenge. Red Bull. That's my opinion. But in the long run, as people get to know it, like the brand awareness builds in. Yes.
Okay, Deepika, do you see any difference between the Pride and the Red Bull?
Sorry, I have no idea about it.
Sorry?
Sorry, I have no about it.
Okay. Okay. Mm. Ride has recently relaunched with a new look and design. Have you ever seen or noticed new packaging? What do you think about it? Does it look better or more attractive? Or is still there is room for improvement? Still in,
To be honest, I didn't notice actually. Even I haven't seen in even social media whether there's a brand change or anything like that happen. But I think your can is pretty much similar to the Red Bull in terms of the normal one. So yeah, I mean, I think in terms of improving the what do you call awareness and the marketing perspective, I think you can do a bit of like social media side and yeah, I haven't seen much because I use a lot of Instagram, but I haven't seen much of advertisements on Bite. Yeah.
okay, Sharon.
Yes, so right now they have come across some different colors base. So they have like when we compare with the right brand like previous cans, so they have used like some sort of color which is like light blue and mixed with silver. But right now they have come across with matte colors, which is like matte red, matte blues, so that gives eye catching for the consumers to be like go with these cans when compared with other cans too.
Anita.
So in terms of the package, I'm also in agreement with Tilina. I haven't noticed a change in the package, to be very honest. But however, what's registered in my mind is the blue color can and the right name. I know it's cost effective and it tastes similar to Red Bull. But the change of package, I haven't noticed a difference, to be very honest.
Deepika, have you noticed that Ride new packaging? Deepika? Okay, let's go for another question. Do you remember seeing any advertisement for energy drinks? Which brands do you remember the most?
Obviously, Red Bull. You can fly with wings or something like that. So yeah, Red Bull is it's very much in terms of advertisement perspective. Yes, Red Bull is the number one. But I have seen some ride advertisements as well, but I'm not sure where I have seen because I'm not a much of a TV fan. I'm sure they do some advertisement in TV. But I mean, Red Bulls gives you wings. That's always so. In terms of advertisement perspective, Red Bull is number one. Yeah.
Sharon?
Yeah, so there's no choice. So number one is Red Bull. So none of the brand can be compared with Red Bulls because they have like top-notch advertisements. So when it comes to right, so I think they have recently they have been joined with like Sri Lankan cricket, so they'll be advertising with like specifically like recent Test crickets and T20s. So they have been right now be tackling with national platforms right now. So it's being good when like compare with past advertisement that we carried from like right brand.
Okay, Sanita?
In terms of advertising, I must say Red Bull has actually registered in my memory. I think Red Bull gives you wings, so that is like something that we always see on TV when you watch television. But in terms of, I think I think they can do a bit more advertising to create more brand awareness. But yes, Red Bull does a far better job than Ride in terms of advertising.
Siri, you.
I share the same thought with Senator, because top of the mind recall for me also would be Red Bull. Maybe for the fact that they've been the kind of in terms of Sri Lankan market, the first for the market to know in terms of anything, a product called energy drink, and for their long existence and uh, aggressive marketing on establishing this view on the minds of the customer. Well, I think Red Bull leads hands down. Yeah.
Deepika?
Can I get a correction again?
Okay. If you could, sorry, do you remember seeing any advertisement for energy drink? Which brands ads you remember the most? Right or Red Bull ads you can remember the most?
Yeah. And I noticed the statement, but I have seen light boards. I think Red Bull it is going forward.
Where do you usually see or hear the ads on social media or TV, YouTube or billboards? From where you see the ads?
Yeah. In terms of Red Bull, I have seen on TV, I've seen on social media and billboard, and mostly they have they are targeting a lot of adventure kind of a sports and things. So because of that, it's registered. Most of the people they do some skydiving, those kind of things they do, and because of that, it's registered in our mind, I think. And I've seen it in TV, yeah, I mean social media, YouTube, and billboard as well. Yeah.
Okay, Sharon. You?
Yeah, so when you take a brand Red Bull, so I think they have been used like for a decade, they've been used like creative ads. So those ads specifically like using television, so those ads been really registered our mind. So we can like definitely say that Red Bull is like top of the mind. So when we compare the brand, the local brand which is right. So right now they've been like engaging a bit more in specifically commercial TV ads. And apart from that, have just noticed like few like billboards have been across like Fort, specifically Fort area, can remember. So they're being engaging like both the like markets as well.
Okay, Sanita?
In terms of advertising channels like TV commercials, social media, and they even for many events like corporate events, even for like big matches, they do they all you always see Red Bull, and they're very visible, and it has always registered in my mind like Red Bull brand, although it's very expensive. So in terms of advertising, like I said, I think they are doing a good job compared to Kist. All right. Yeah.
Deepika?
Mentioned before, it is my mind, and I mentioned, I think, this part of in whole, I think it's light.
Okay. Now, Tilina said that Red Bull is mostly sponsored for their sports, but have you ever seen her or heard that Ride sponsoring any sportships or events? Do you know that Ride is energy drink partner of Sri Lanka cricket? Have you seen or heard about that
Yes, I
in
heard about
events?
it. Yes, I heard about it. Yes, I
Me too.
recently I heard that the KIST is promoting or sponsoring Sri Lanka cricket team. Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah.
Others?
Yeah, same,
Yes,
same. From very recent times, yes.
Yeah.
Very
Okay.
honest, I
So,
haven't heard. To be very honest, I haven't heard. Yeah.
do you feel satisfied with what you get for the price you pay for Ride or any other energy drink brand?
Sorry, could you repeat the question, please?
Do you feel satisfied with what you get for the price you pay for Ride or any other energy drink brand?
So in terms of the price factor, I think Ride gives a good value for money, I guess. But yeah, but sometimes in terms of when you go out, maybe you do clubbing and all. When you have a Red Bull in your hand, sometimes it gives you pride as well, even the price is higher. Yeah, but not Ride. But yeah, in terms of price factor wise, Ride is, I mean, very value for money.
Sharon?
Yeah,
Agree with
I'm
it?
totally agree with the Thierry's statement because in compared to the price factor, so specifically like in Sri Lankan market, so right wins. So like, but still I'm being filled with Red Bull because that gives some sort of like apart from taste, I'm saying apart from taste, it gives some sort of a status like having like some sort of pride. Yeah, of course.
Correct.
Yeah,
Say anything.
me too. Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of the price, Ride is actually my first preference because I'm a frequent user of energy drinks. Why I would not go for Red Bull or Monster or any other brand is mainly because of the cost. So for any, even for functions to for if you need some sort of energy boost, you always tend to choose Ride because of the value for money. So I think in terms of value for money, I think Ride has a better preference over other brands.
Okay. What improvements do you think Ride should make it become a better energy drink brand? Celine.
Energy brand, is it?
Yes, what improvement do you think Ride should make to become a better energy drink brand than Red Bull?
Uh, it's a tough question though. But yeah, so in terms of better brand, maybe brand awareness, they can make maybe social media or something like that. And also, if you can give some sort of a better boost kind of a thing, more than the Red Bull, that would be a potential. At the moment, it's pretty much both the same, but one is lower price, one is higher price. So sometimes you can make some sort of a when you have a Red Bull in hand, you have some sort of a vibe, right? That vibe is not there in the right. So if you can build that thing, maybe I think it's mainly it should come through branding, I guess, because Red Bull is the moment it gives you wings, right? So that means you can do whatever you want. You can fly, and that kind of a message, if you can bring it up to the right, I think there's a lot of potential. Basically,
Sharon?
follow Red Bull.
Yes. Yeah.
Sharon?
Yes. So like first of all, when come like brand or like right, so they need to first of all they need to work with the advertisements. So they need to have like clear message what they are going to do and what they are going to be, the market. And second, I would say okay, the taste apart from the taste, so they want to have like what they're standing for. They have a like we call a clear position statement. So when it come to like energy drink. So I think those two factors at the moment they need to be work on like either they need to fight with like international brands.
Sanita?
In terms of taste, yeah, although it has a similar taste to similar to Red Bull, I feel right has there is a bit of bitterness, too bitterness. I feel at the same time, I think I like if the can could be a little bigger. That's my personal preference. And like I think Tilla mentioned, they can do a much more marketing, brand awareness, just like how Red Bull does. So that will register in the consumer's memory. Yeah.
Deepika?
Try right. After all, I would like to try it right.
Okay,
Just to
Ashish?
try. Right?
Yeah.
Well, comparing it with Red Bull, I think mainly mostly the ingredients are more or less the same. Like maybe the concoction or the recipe would be also more or less the same. So the performance is, I mean, performance to me is basically the same in both. But in terms of marketability, rather than blatantly, I feel that Ride is just following behind Red Bull's color schemes and their sort of marketing strategy. Not as much with weight on the adventure oriented marketing as such, though, but failed to build its own brand identity, maybe through some very forceful punchline like Red Bull gives you wings. If you can have your own unique tagline or something like that, just to differentiate, because the performance wise, I don't see much of a difference because with the concoction and the ingredients that goes in its proportions, the performance would be the same in both. What I feel, honestly.
Okay. This is a common question. So, if you rate the energy drink brands, can you rate first? How could you rate these brands? Like they are Red Bull, Ride, Spinner. How could you rate these?
So in terms of the awareness rise, or I didn't understand the question.
Okay, fine.
Or the taste wise, or the performance wise, or overall?
Overall,
Okay, so in terms of overall, I think I
what is
give
your
like weight to
top of the mind?
I'm
Which
sorry.
brand? Which brand is in your top of the mind?
I think Red Bull. Red Bull is top of mind.
Yes, Sharon.
Yeah, of course Red Bull. No change at all.
Asiri,
Definitely Red Bull, yeah.
Sanita.
If I give a ranking, to be very honest, I would give the Monster drink number 1, 2 Ride, 3 Spinner, 4 Red Bull because of the cost.
Deepika.
Just Red Bull.
Okay. Okay, that was really helpful. Thank you all for your input. Your ideas and honest feedback will help me to understand how energy drink brands like Ride can improve and better meet your needs. So let's wrap up the session. If there's anything else you would like to add, feel free to message me. Thank you once again for your time and support. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Welcome. Good
taking a
night.
part of it.
All the
Thank you.
best.
All the best.
All the best.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh.